here comes Papillion Fire Department.
Yeah, these are our boys. I say that proudly. We have got a great, great fire department. They're constantly training, and they do some unique training.
Yes.
And as Chief Bill Bose says, if you train on the stuff that doesn't happen a lot, when it does happen, you nail it.
Yeah, you're talking about
That's
ice rescues, trench rescues,
yep.
all kinds of different things. You know, there are 41 paid career firefighters on staff. You know, people talk about quality of life ratings. If you don't feel safe in a community, you don't want to live there.
Right.
Safety is number one
right.
thing, and you don't think about fire and EMS services until they're coming to your door to help you, and that's when they respond, and they do a great job. You can see their equipment, shiny and new.
Well, we do a great job to keep everything tip-top shape where it needs to be.
There's the motorist assist program is coming up here. Oh, we're still in the fire department.
Yeah,
sorry, I jumped ahead.
No, that's all right. You're okay.
Yeah, there's still our fire department right there.
How about if we do this the reverse thing? Usually the producer and the director are screaming at the announcers for not keeping up. We'll blame our director, Spencer Millard, for not keeping up with us. How's that work?
I'm just jumping all over. There's a nice, great looking shot. Oh, but that kid is thrilled. He has a hard hat on. He is riding on a fire truck. I mean, top 10 moments in a kid's life. The time he rode on a fire truck in a parade. That's pretty good.
That's probably the best. After driving a Zamboni machine between periods at a hockey game. But no,
that's pretty great.
Yeah, that's a great job.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I wouldn't mind being up there. You know, grown man.
Are you kidding me? That's fun.
Pretty awesome.
That's Deputy Fire Chief Jeff Jones driving the EMT vehicle along with Chief Bose. But there you get a good look at our ladder. We actually have two now.
Two ladder trucks.
That's right. Yes. So that's what you Papillion residents and business owners get. You get a fire department that's not only state-of-the-art in equipment, but also in training. And we can't say that enough. And we can't forget, we wouldn't have this if we didn't have the start of the volunteer fire department.
Yes, absolutely. That's where it evolved from, and we still have a great relationship with the rural fire district, and their coverage area is a lot bigger than just the city limits of Papillion. They have a fire district they cover. It's actually about 41,000 people in that fire district, so they cover a large area.
But we have grown so much. For those of you who don't know, a couple years ago, we had to actually build and open a second fire station, which is just south of Sumter Amphitheater.
Yep. Here's some of our neighboring communities' fire equipment. This is Murray Fire, it looks like.
Wow. Murray coming to help celebrate Papillion Days. That's pretty nice.
It's a nice trip for them.
Sure it is.
Of course, they're helping MDA. You might get a shot of their banner. They're helping fill the boot for Jerry's Kids, the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
Here come our immediate neighbors to the north, and some people like to call us cousin cities, La Vista.
La Vista Fire, and there's a lot of mutual aid between the two communities. Everyone's very familiar. They work together very well, a lot of cooperation. There's La Vista's equipment, their EMS vehicle, and their fire vehicle. Oh, and there's a nice shot of the city of Gretna.
Yeah, everybody comes out for this, and it's nice that they would, join in, because these are safety vehicles, and if something happens, they gotta be covered for this. So the fact that they would take part.
They're Ralston, Gretna, Murray, all over. It's fair to say that 84th Street, or Washington Street, as locals call it, is the safest street in Nebraska at this very moment. I think we got a few emergency response vehicles. That's really kind of neat to see them all in the line, Tori.
Well, that's cool. The hazmat truck you saw just a few seconds ago, that's from Offutt Air Force Base, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And then these white trucks you're looking at now belong to the city of Papillion. Todd Grossi driving that truck, the Engine 20. And then our EMT guys.
Bring up the rear there.
I believe that's Anthony Strawn driving the EMT.
There he is. Yep, that's Anthony. Yeah. Waving at all the kids. He's a shy guy.
Yeah, actually, he's a great guy.
Yeah. There's a nice shot from the crowd.
And it's gotten a little bigger since the parade started.
Yeah, there's just people all over 84th Street right now.
Here comes the motor area.
Motor assist, absolutely. This is their 13th year with the Metro Area Motor Assist program.
And I remember when they had the news conference announcing the start of this. I think they had 2 drivers at the time, and at the time they were just going up and down the 80, and that's all they were doing. And now you see custom diesel coming down. Of course, the big rigs. I have over-the-road drivers on both sides of my family. I don't know how they do it. When I was a kid in high school, I'd make some trips with my uncle. I don't know how he did it. And it's a great life if you like it, but it takes a lot to be able to drive those trucks and then back them into these places they back them into. It's crazy.
Those Class A licenses, those aren't grown on trees. You gotta get trained,
No.
and that's what they do, the truck driver training. They were founded in 1971.
And the owner of Custom Diesel says if you can't keep up with the big dog, stay on the board.
Good motto in life.
Man, look at that thing. 18-wheeler. Nothing like it.
Kids like it. All the kids around us are wanting to honk their horn. They're signaling for him to honk. He's doing us a favor of not letting them horn.
Here you go.
This is Papillion Masonic Lodge 39. That's just around the corner at 84th and Centennial.
Yeah, just up the road.
They've been in this community since 1873. They do a variety of community service programs and activities. They adopt a park. They have a mobile food pantry, and they distribute food at no charge to people who need it. A lot of good work coming out of Masonic Lodge 39. My father is a master mason. I own that.
Before we get too deep into the parade, I do want to thank Cox Communications. As I mentioned earlier, I was pinging on it, but a good guy, Spencer Millard, is our director, and Jamie Rivera, who's holding down the engineering side of things. Greg Gepforth, who is a longtime employee of that department when I was there, is helping back in the control room. Gary Repair has got the handheld camera. Mike Paholski, who works for UNO TV, helping the guys out at Cox. Kelly O'Malley, Mike Cranack, and Special Agent Cody Banks. Cody, a buddy of mine, and I want to thank you guys for coming out on today, helping us out.
And there's Rosina Auto Cares going by. They have over 50 years of combined automotive repair and experience, and you can tell those are some good-looking vehicles, well-maintained.
Well, when you see a car from back there that has the chrome pits, it's great. Another great organization. Ken Molzer helps to head this thing up, the Papillion Area Concert Band, better known as the Pack Band. They are the official ending to Papillion Days. Sunday night at 7:30 out at Sumter, going to their concert out there.
This is their 26th year performing music in the community. These are adults, volunteers, performance band. They are great. We have friends who play in that band. You can hear them. Let's listen.
They are a great group, really dedicated, and it allows people a chance to keep playing instruments after they've been in either high school or college and haven't been able to keep up with it. Boy Scout Troop 463. These kids are kind of close to my heart because they are going to sponsor the pancake feed this year.
Yes, they are. They're down here just right behind our broadcast location, right in front of the library, right in front of Sutton Memorial Library. They're going to have a pancake feed. They're going to have the pancake man out there serving up pancakes.
Yeah.
You know, coffee and sausage and juice, and that's, I think, $6 a person, Tori.
And
That's Father's Day. Come out. Something to do for Father's Day.
That's what I need.
Get some pancake breakfast.
No,
Hey.
It would be fun. No, these kids have done a great job to take it over. They really put themselves into it.
Here comes the Papillion Area Historical Society right behind them. There they are, driving tractors. Oh, that's a nice looking shot right there. Those are good looking tractors. There's the Historical Society.
You know,
and Bob Olson is a board member, and Leah Hoynes. They're walking. They really ramping up their curation of Papillion's history.
Yeah, and you know what? That's important. We were talking earlier about how community continues to survive and live well in Papillion, and the Historical Society is one reason they do that.
I think we saw there for the Sarpy County Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
A institution in Papillion that I am extremely familiar with. Wendy Ritchie and her staff do a great job promoting business in our community. There's a good shot of some young parade goers excited to be a part of it.
But the Sarpy Chamber, of course, good friends with those of us in City Hall, and I've had the good fortune of working on several projects with the Chamber.
Yeah, they do all kinds of ribbon cuttings and special events, and they do membership meetings for learning opportunities for their members, a lot of support, a lot of advocacy for businesses. There's Papillion Fun Park. It's by our broadcast location here.
Margaret White, always a friendly face.
Here come their fun cars down the parade route. Little race cars from Papillion Fun Park.
Now, how tough a job is that? Seriously.
It's a good gig. Hanging out at the fun park all day. They've been in business since 1990, as you can see on their banner there.
There's Margaret White waving. She was on the left, and she's the owner, but she's going to walk, and she's going to let everybody else ride in those cars. That's nice.
Those kids are pretty thrilled to be riding those cars. Those don't come off the track very much.
I'll tell you what.
How about how do they commute to work on one of those, Tori?
Well, yeah. Well, when we hit the town line, I'm sure that Chief Len Halus's guys would get after me, but that'd be okay.
Looks like pretty fun. That's a pretty fun parade float.
And the fun park located just off of downtown Papillion. So, I mean, again, it's a true Papillion business.
Yeah. 20 years they've been in business. Here's Papillion Sanitation.
Where would we be, seriously, where would we be without an organization like Papillion Sanitation? I mean...
Oh, we'd be waist deep in garbage.
Yeah,
Tori.
that's right.
Oh.
We'd be like New York City was in 1970s, just...
Yeah, they're a local trash recycling company. They are really big into the recycling program.
And that's become very, very, especially now, green has become a big buzzword in our society.
And there you can see that recycling rewards program. Yeah. I think they might have washed that truck before they put it in the parade.
Man, that thing's shining.
Wow.
Look at the chrome. Wow.
Doesn't reek of garbage.
No, that's
so it
true.
must have been washed. Looking good.
Big old diesel-driven truck.
Yeah, those guys come out early.
Well, if you're watching this on Saturday, you're watching it live on Papio Vision. He's Darren Carlson. I'm Tori Pantaleon, and this is being brought to you through the efforts of Cox Communications here in Omaha. There you get a look at some of the parade goers, the little kids that we talked about earlier. This is definitely a youngsters event, but the number of people that come to this thing every single year is just incredible, and the crowd's continuing to grow as we speak.
Well,
so,
and Tori, if people were watching this live, it's probably because it was raining earlier today. I didn't think we'd have the crowd we do. People would be scared off by the weather.
Right.
But you look around here, and it is full.
Yeah,
it is as big a crowd as you've ever had.
And I'm inviting you now that are watching it live. Come on downtown. Just come on down. The parade's still going.
And
a lot of room.
Thanks to our partners at Cox, we're gonna be able to replay this on Channel 18, so you can come out and watch it live.
That's
and
right.
then we'll have it commemoratively on television, all next week following Papillion Days.
And you never know. You might get on television if you come down here and come home and watch yourself, Yeah. Cool stuff.
Yeah, it's really good. It's turned into a nice day.
Oh,
I
it
can't
really
believe
has. It has.
When I knock on wood or against this plastic table, I guess, in front of me, we keep having good weather. But we got fortunate. So.
But I like the view down 84th Street, and the kids are having fun. And one thing I've learned since I got into television, if you have a TV camera and you point it at somebody, one of two things is going to happen. They're either going to act like an idiot or they're going to run away and hide. Here's the start of a group that is well known in any parade in this area, and it's the Tangier Shriners. And we're going to get to see all kinds of different groups and elements of and they do a good service. I've been lucky when I worked in the Omaha media, I got to go to one of the Shriner hospitals, take a trip up there that they had for the media. These guys do awesome, awesome work. They're known for being fun guys with reason for that. But especially this group, they have all the different groups and the singers and the cars and the vehicles and all the stuff.
Well, and to be inducted in the Shrine is a big deal, and these guys do a tremendous amount of work in the community, and it all goes basically in one direction. That's toward free health care for kids in the Shriners Hospital, like you mentioned. And it's hard to think of a cause that's more worthwhile than getting sick kids quality health care at no cost, zero cost to them. It's all paid for by the Shrine. And,
That's huge.
People are known. They see them. They see the clowns. They see the fez, the funny hats, as my nephews call their grandfather, my dad. Where's Grandpa's funny hat? It's his fez, and I'm very proud. My dad drives one of the little cars in the parades in Central Nebraska. But these guys do a great job in parades, and boy, can they fill a parade.
Oh,
they bring
yeah.
in all kinds of stuff, like you mentioned.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
tons of stuff.
Well,
Clowns and cars.
And you bring up a good point, because there are a lot of people, even today, believe it or not, who only understand they connect shrine with bowl, shrine bowl.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they don't know what else. Well, there's a reason for the shrine bowl. Not only to give the football players some recognition, but the money that's raised through that goes to their causes.
And you hear things like Shrine Circus.
Yes,
What are we
exactly
doing
right.
here? What are we raising money for? Raising money for the hospital.
He's an outdoor
That's
dog.
right. There's a great shot of the clowns threatening one of our camera people. Look at that guy. That guy's on stilts. That would be...
I don't know how guys do that. I've
I'm
never
pretty
really-
certain I would break a leg. So give that guy some credit for walking a parade in stilts. He's bending down,
Bending
talking
down
to kids.
even, yeah.
Wow. Taking pictures. Jeez. He's a pro.
Okay, so can you moonwalk in those?
I don't know. Can you tap dance in them?
There you go. But yeah, the Shriners obviously, and Tangier Shrine is right up on the north end of 84th Street toward the center. And,
Yeah, 84th and Center.
Right.
Hard to miss them. We're hardly mentioning these great cars are just flowing by.
Oh, I
us.
know it,
The
I know it.
Thunderbird just went by.
Uh-oh.
All right. We got a... Oh, good to know. We got a guy looking for a lost dog. Here comes the first... Here comes our first little cars. The Shrine is known for these little miniature vehicles. They do figure eights and all kinds of little routines. Very great close-up shot.
And while this is a lot of fun looking at it, these guys take this seriously, and they're responsible for the vehicles and everything. So they have to, there's a lot of responsibility other than just showing up at a parade and tootling around.
Hey, that takes training. Those guys got to know what they're doing, and
Oh, yeah.
you got to be organized.
They do the serpentine, the figure eights.
Here's the float celebrating the hospital going right by us right now. Oh, they have a good time out there dancing.
See, is that the director's staff? I think it is.
Yeah, it could be.
So if that's the director's staff, it just tells you what kind of organization they have. There's some more.
Those are like classic 57
Some
Chevys
Chevys,
miniatures, yeah.
They just keep on rolling.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have a hard time guessing how many Shriners are in this park. Hundreds? Blaring their music, they're having a good time. Kids love it. Kids love these. I can see kids all around us filming with their cameras and taking pictures. And kids just love those little cars. I'm going to get one of those, I think.
Yeah, that'd be neat. I mean, the headlights work, everything. I mean, this is cool.
There's a shot of the signature Fez headgear Shriners wear.
Yeah.
There's a greeting part of their organization.
And that greeter thing is not to be taken lightly either.
Oh, there's a nice ground level shot of those cars right down there on the street. They get going pretty good down there. We guys going like 15, 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, they got some good speed going. You can hear the tires squealing, the brakes squeaking. It's just like...
Wow.